All right, chat. Next level versus members only. Let's get to this. I'm so excited. I'm for NL now, lol. At least we lose versus winners. Pog, dude. All right, chat. We've seen both of these teams. Both of these teams are amazing. Which team will walk away with the money, though? Now, I think pretty consistently what we've seen is that members only was able to just absolutely run those Legion lobbies. Benny holding that really good Legion, that was worth 5 or 6 mark kills. Zevo immediately getting tower advantage, but he gets knocked off by Barricade. Chat, many people theorized that this is what the finals would look like, and they were right. Wolf getting killed by Vlothy. Zevo having to duck out of a fight, but getting a lot of damage off, but it gets healed by a stim. He gets damage on Barricade, but they're just too coordinated. Right now, what we are seeing is that members only is playing a lot closer. I would say that Wampy and Wolf need to back up, get back to where Zevo is, get a more defensible position. You see all three of members only have that same head glitch. They're going to be so hard to push up on. And you see Wolf bite the dust there. They're using that house as just a complete staging ground where they can just not die and just move out whenever next level overextends here. Now, one thing we haven't talked about a lot during this tourney is weapon choice. Mainly that's because, unlike a lot of other tourneys, and the fact that this is on main maps means short-range weapons become a lot less useful. If this was on, like, stacks or something, I would start talking about the EVA 8 and maybe even the Mastiff, but we're not on that. And this is 3-0 in favor, 4-0 in favor of members only. This is looking very bad for next level. Next level having trouble materializing those kills. Members only, you know, one of the things about members only is they are all players who play together a lot. They know each other. They know their play styles. They play in pugs regularly. They are a team. They are just a team. Also, unlike next level, they didn't have to go through any subs before the date of the tournament. Wolf was supposed to be Donut Man before the tournament, so this is sort of, again, kind of one of those kind of incomplete last-minute teams versus a team that really has been playing with each other for months, if not years. So we're seeing just a tight-knitness, you know, I think this is really going to come down to strategy. I think Zevo's aim, Wampy's aim, Wolf's aim, all of it's on point. It's really just a matter of next level is just a little bit too spread out, and that works fine when you're better than the enemy team, but this is way too close to be spread out. When you're spread out, you get more kills, you do better, but right now they need to be a little bit closer together. They need to be watching each other's backs. Right now they're basically just being forced into distance so that they can basically get picked off. Wampy did manage to get a mark kill, though we sadly don't have footage of it. We're seeing some Titans. Hopefully, you know, we have seen some incredible Titan gameplay from members only, but hopefully next level can come in with some Titan gameplay of their own to maybe combat. Oh, it's a tone v tone fight. Wampy has a lot of extra health versus Vlothy, but Vlothy's basically just taken off. He just wants to go help his team get more marks. He just wants to farm kills, keep spreading them out, keep making it hard for them to regroup. Meanwhile, Wampy's having trouble getting kills on Barricade right now. What we've really seen from Wampy is that he's excelling at this Titan v Titan gameplay, but he's really struggling at hitting the pilots. He's not doing an amazing job of being the support Titan. He's really more of just the Titan versus Titan player when he's in his Titan. So we did see very good things from Zevo. Oh, but Barricade stomps Wampy, gets the point. Hopefully Zevo or Wolf can do a better job of kind of being a little bit more of an oppressive, you know, game-stopping force. Because really, I think that I think we can't expect a full turnaround yet. What next level really needs is just time to think, time to regroup. And members only is not giving them any of that. You know, and I think that is kind of, you know, if they just had a little bit more time to think, a little bit more time to regroup. Zevo experiencing some major ping problems. Oh no, that was a Wampy. What the heck is wrong with Wampy's screen? We see Wolf just using that hiding spot. This hiding spot did work to a pretty good effect earlier. But sadly, Vlothy's a little bit too fast, and he's able to get through and kill Wolf. So this is a match, chat. Again, we're seeing good gameplay by both sides, but it's just that nextLevel is so spread out. We see whenever you see a members-only player, there's another one right near them, and that is helping them so much. We see it in the kill discrepancy. You know, we're looking at about 30-ish kills from nextLevel to about 15, from members only to about 15 from nextLevel. That's a big discrepancy. And again, kill discrepancies and strategy discrepancies really have an exponential impact in this mode, where you're not being measured on kills, you're being measured on mark kills. Which is why we're seeing this really bad 9-1. Though do remember, this is a best of 3, so we could see a comeback even if this match does not go nextLevel's way. We'll take a minute or two, let them group, let them regroup, let them think about what to do in the next match. They do get their second mark kill of the game, but again, members only is already back to being in that really good group formation. You know, this is not looking good for nextLevel. They really, really, really just need that time to breathe, and they're just not getting it. Zevo hold up in that back position. Really, they need to be dropping their Titan is officially dropped. Zevo trying to hold that position, but the issue with this position, it's good at blocking shots, but it's very bad at, like, you saw how long it took him to get an angle on Vlothy. That's really the issue with the position, is you just struggle so hard at seeing what's going on around you because most of your sight is blocked. Now, it is a safe position, but also, we're not seeing a ton of hiding by members only. They've really gone with the idea that, like, if they move as a unit, then their mark can just be an extra assault person in the trying to kill the mark. And Vlothy doing a fantastic job, absolutely shredding 4 team members only. Once again, if you're new and you don't know what's going on, these are the grand finals of Royal Court's 3v3 Marked for Death Xbox Series tournament. This is members only versus nextLevel. nextLevel is the team being currently spectated. The winning team will walk away with $50 each in their pockets. Zevo manages to take out that Titan, manages to take out Benny, but he's losing so much health just to really, really good pilot support. He's trying to get Vlothy, but Vlothy manages to get into his Titan beforehand. He's really just looking for that angle, looking for that laser shot. He isn't able to get it, though. He has to go up. Barricade's probably going to get the goose here. And that marks really... Yikes. This is not looking good, everybody. I think we're 7 minutes in. Again, we saw TM. They were able to get a comeback of a pretty large size halfway through the match, but something seismic has to change. nextLevel really, really needs to just shift this momentum somehow, anyhow. We could consider looking at grapple. We haven't seen a single grapple this tournament, and we do have to kind of discuss. I think, like, you know, this is kind of a lull match, not a crazy amounts going on. So I do want to kind of discuss the ramifications of grapple in this tournament. It hasn't really been used. The reason you would use grapple is if you are, like, the slayer of your team, it's the most aggressive push. And also, while you're grappling, you are very hard to hit. It's very hard to shoot people from grapple arcs. They're some of the most unpredictable arcs because they're so irregular and there's so many different, like, angles at which you can grapple. It's not good once you've gotten into a fight, but just for flybys, if you have the sensitivity to, like, really work in a flyby scenario, it could be worth it for nextLevel to maybe try, just so that whenever the mark is one of their one of members only pilots, they can try to just get a quick and easy kill where they break hit registration just a little bit. That also evens the playing field because nextLevel experiencing much more technical difficulties than members only. You know, food for thought. I don't you know, I'm certainly not the best player in this tournament. That was certainly shown when, you know, we lost to nextLevel last round. But certainly I do think, like, you know, I think one thing that's kind of an issue about some of these tournaments is people forget to change up their loadouts, and especially the losing team kind of forgets that, like, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this is very clearly broke, and you should attempt to fix it. We're seeing a little bit better aim, a little bit more killing coming out of nextLevel. But again, it's just these kills are kind of picking off people who aren't the mark, and it's not. We're at a 1-to-5 ratio. That is very bad for nextLevel. And again, 5 minutes on the clock. They have to get 13 mark kills, give or take the extra that they would need, given that members only will still get a couple of mark kills. Like they'll probably have to get 14 or 15 mark kills to really get back in this and have a chance of winning this first match. You know, I really think this is, like, I think at this point they should just be trying anything. I don't think they should, you know, be pulling out Wingman Elite particularly, but, like, you know, certainly maybe try L-Star, a higher damage gun. Maybe go Alternator Grapple for just a hugely aggressive high DPS build, just to try to, like, kill some of those Slayers before they can get to you, you know. Like, I really would just say that they need to be trying everything here. Because just continuing to drop Ions and Tones and just playing Stim Car and Stim 101, it's not working for them. But, you know, that should not detract from the fact that they did win 2 matches. They have, you know, they have shown their skill in this. nextLevel certainly a skilled team, but right now they're just kind of getting... You know what? At this point, they're not even significantly getting out-killed by... I mean, they are getting out-killed, but not as much as they were earlier, which is... Honestly, it's kind of sad then that, like, we're kind of seeing this struggle for kills, or for mark kills. I think one of the things we saw earlier, in the earlier members-only match, is members-only... You know, there are teams, and I think Jail Team in the PS4 tournament is going to do this a lot. There are teams that just want to kill, and they think, and, you know, with Mark for Death, that's totally a legit strategy. If you kill enough, eventually you will kill the mark. But, you know, really, members only, they're getting all these kills, but, you know, it's not like any of them are going for 40s. They're not going for just crazy out of this world kills. They're just going for the mark kills, and you can see it in the way that they're clumping. You can see it in the way that they're pushing. They want that mark dead very quickly, and they'll abandon other nextLevel players to go kill that mark. And I think that is something really potent that we've been seeing, is just they are focusing the mark, and they, even though they're not killing an incredible amount more than nextLevel, they just are focusing way harder. Like, we saw it when Zevo was in his Titan. He basically wasn't even glancing to see if he could help with the mark, and, you know, inevitably the mark died. Two minutes left on the clock. I have to call this first match in favor of members only. There just isn't much they can do. You know, I think for the sake of just, you know, I think at this point it's just about playing the mental game for round 2. I think if Zevo, Wumpy, and Wolf can get even a single other mark kill just right before the end of the match, I think that's fine. I think they just need to be doing things that preserve their mental health here. Because just losing mark after mark, it's not good for... It makes your... Alright, Blisk. Anyway, you know, it really hurts you in round 2 to not have... we do see, by the way, just quick off the... We're just looking at the big screen. Benny just, you know, trying to hit Zevo out of that corner. We do see somebody moving up on Zevo. Zevo doesn't have a great line of sight on them yet. Wolf moving over to protect. Wumpy's in a tone, not in a great place to effectively deal with Benny's Legion. It's an okay matchup. Wumpy has to play carefully and really, really play around power shots. But But, you know, I think they really just need to try their best to get Benny out of that Titan, get at least one more mark kill just for posterity, just so that they don't go into round 2 with bad vibes. I think that's at this point what this match really has to come down to, is just like, how do we preserve our gameplay ability, and how do we not, you know, how do we not let round 2 just be a bust? Because I think this team has the capacity to come back from this, but it really has to do with how effectively they can, you know, preserve their morale. And this is round 1 of the finals, everyone. Three to 17, that is a match in favor of members only. If they take the second round, they win. If nextLevel takes the second round, we play a third round. The second round of the grand finals. Oh, wait, I'm going to actually switch teams and spectate members only this time. All right, so the winner, if members only wins this, they each walk away with $50. If nextLevel wins this, we go on to a third match to determine the final victor. Now, nextLevel picked Exoplanet as a counter pick to what members only was doing. I hope they didn't do it purely because I was talking about it, because come on, I don't know what I'm talking about. But if they did, I appreciate your faith in me. How does MVP work? It won't happen for the winning team, but MVP is whoever showed up and did way better than we expected them to. So somebody who just brought their absolute A game. They didn't have to win their match, but they had to be exemplary. All right. Once again, we now see this full car team. You really have to make that choice. 101 just doesn't work as well in this short range map, and already we actually see this map actually being pretty good for nextLevel. It really goes to show you that there are more factors than just aim and what gun you're using, chat. Your map, your tactical, all of it really does matter, and we see that with the first mark kill. Like I said, members only was kind of forced into this car gameplay. They were forced into this car team because it's just too short range of a map, and they don't have the same kind of whoa. This is an absolute slaying out right now by Zevo and Wampy. But, you know, they really don't have the range they need to really use those 101s, because honestly, I think they are the superior 101 team. But right now, we're going to find out whether or not they're a better car team. And also, again, because of the short range, Zevo and Wampy and Wolf can be a lot closer and cover each other's backs a lot easier, which was another one of the things that members only was doing so well last match. This is looking not amazing just from the different perspectives. We're seeing a lot of death. We're seeing a lot of members only not being able to secure many real kills. We're seeing Zevo, who was a little bit behind on kills last game, absolutely shredding at this shorter range. You know, I think this is exactly what we hope for from a match 2, personally. I know we're only about a minute and a half into it, but also one thing that nextLevel's doing is nextLevel's keeping it a lot slower. One of the things that members only was so good about is manipulating that momentum and just forcing them to keep playing at this super hyperactive pace that honestly it just felt like nextLevel wasn't prepared for. And right now we are actually seeing, you know, we're seeing nextLevel get a little bit of momentum of their own, and we're seeing them, you know, they've already dropped a Titan, they've dropped an Ion. Ion's not going to be amazing on Exoplanet just because the only time that you get to really shoot people is when they're going from building to building. So it's kind of iffy, but Wampy taking down Vlothy. It's 2-1 though. It's 2-1. Members only is winning this. But really what I want you all to like get from watching this is that map pick is so important. And so is weapon composition. Oh, but actually Barricade has moved back to the 101, and it does seem to be helping him a little bit. He did get to pick up that kill. We see Benny engaging with Zevo. Zevo's probably going to win the Titan fight, though. If he can goose Benny, this would be a great way to tie this up. He wasn't able to, though. Oh, that was incredibly close by Benny. This is incredibly worrisome for... It's worrisome for everybody. There's a bunch of money on the line. It's a tournament. Of course, this is probably very stressful. You know, it's interesting because on a tournament level, you know, you really have to think about the fact that everybody is practiced, everybody's ready to go, but at the same time, everybody's incredibly stressed. So you can't honestly say that everyone is playing their best. They're playing as good as they can in a tournament. But, you know, tournaments don't happen this much. There aren't people who are used to playing in tournaments who don't flinch in tournaments. You know, certainly we've seen a lot of people who are, you know, able to get 50s, 60s, 70s in pubs just kind of have trouble with their aim and have these kind of momentary potatoes. Again, we're seeing Wolf just be an absolute slayer. We saw this a little bit in the match again of twitch.tv/ImpatientKing against nextLevel. If you're wondering, chat, I was on that team. It was pretty pog. Phase Pilot, thank you so much for the follow. It supports me. It supports stream. It means the world. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to everybody who's watching. We will also have this up on the YouTube afterwards. Also, stay tuned because in about an hour and 15 minutes, we are going to be having the PS4 tourney, which is for even more money. Now, getting back to the subject at hand, it's 3-2. You know, nextLevel's still having trouble getting those mark kills, but they've tied it up. This is the first time they've successfully tied it up this tourney. This gives hope for nextLevel. If, again, they can just keep the momentum, if they can keep the pace slower, if they can just keep manipulating the fact that they seem to be a shorter range team. Wolf kind of strutting his stuff as arguably the best car player in this lobby right now. You know, if they can just keep doing that and keep all that in their favor, you know, they really do have the potential to walk away with a game win here. Now, you do have to notice, though, we're actually at a point where Benny's getting out of his Titan in order to kill Zevo. That was actually an interesting play. You don't actually expect just a pure disembark. It was arguably safe because you weren't going to get goosed, and I mean, he did get goosed, but my voice is in so much pain right now, chat. That's what talking for over an hour and a half will do to you. In any case, the kills at this point are kind of tied up with Wolf really carrying this with this kind of Slayer role, but we are still seeing members only. Again, they're just a little bit better at just always going for the mark. They're still clumping a little bit better. You know, they've got that team dynamic and they're working it. This is truly kind of incredible to watch right now, just as like these two teams duke it out. Again, I talked about how nextLevel, we anticipated this as the final, and then we saw that first match and it was a tad bit lackluster. This is what we were talking about, chat. Gameplay, pure and simple, of the highest echelon and the highest quality by some of the best players Xbox has to offer. We're going to move over to Barricade. We spent a little bit too long looking at Benny. Also, we haven't actually spent any time looking at Vlothy. He's in the tone right now, so we'll see what he's doing. 5-4, they're keeping this much closer. I think what's cool about this, they have the comeback potential. nextLevel always has comeback potential here. They lost it last game, but they have it. They're constantly having it. If they can manage to just get a little bit more kills, just have a little good burst of gameplay, then they've got it. And they can get back into winning this. Yo, what's up, Marky? All right. Vlothy having some serious game troubles right now. We've seen a lot of bad server issues. Vlothy getting killed. And that is what I was talking about. Vlothy kind of not being cognizant of the stuff going on around him and really just wasn't able to protect himself as the mark. And all of a sudden, what I was talking about, nextLevel is in the lead for this match. Now, once again, even if nextLevel wins, they still have to win the next match. But if they can tie it up, I think that's exactly where they want to be. Prove that they're on even footing. Prove that they have the capacity to win this. I mean, I think they've already proven that just by their exemplary gameplay for the first half of this. Also, again, both of these teams have done great jobs of kind of controlling what the other team can and can't do. We saw it when Members Only was able to just keep everybody on their feet, keep them moving, keep them playing really fast. And now nextLevel is like, well, now we want to slow it down. And that's what they're doing. They're slowing it down. They're keeping it at the pace that they like to play at. Short range, slow pace. And they are absolutely crushing it right now. They're winning in kills. They're winning in mark kills. They've got things set up really nicely. They just have to keep doing what they're doing, be a little bit more cognizant of the mark, because that is kind of what they're struggling at this moment. We're going to move over to Vlothy. 5 minutes left on the clock. You know, this match has just been a thrill ride of a match, but without many mark kills. You know, I think that's actually a sign of a good match, you know. The stomps where, you know, it ends early and it got to 25 mark kills, that's all well and good, but it certainly wasn't, you know, fascinating to watch like this one. This one, they've got 12 mark kills between them, but this is an incredible, incredible match. Who y'all got bets on? I got bets on nobody for the most part. I think either team can take this. I think both teams have shown that they can take this. And I'm just here for the content, man. Like, that's all I'm here for. Seeing Benny back up, he's the mark. He really is getting focused well. You know, he takes out Wolf, but really, they have actually been struggling in their Titans Members Only. Just because I think what it is nextLevel has started to get that kill supremacy back. They've gotten that kill supremacy, and that really means that they're allowed more time to just focus on getting the Titans and getting those Titan marks, because the Titan marks are a huge issue, because this could be a comeback for Members Only in just the fact that Benny just got like 3 laser shots in a row. You know, he's trying to go kill, I believe it's Zevo. Zevo in his Titan right now. He's trying his best to just not die. The issue with, and one of the reasons I understand the play behind Ion at this point, is Ion is just a goosing machine. And in these Titan versus Titan fights, you really want to be able to goose anyone that comes out of them. You see Vlothy picking up a couple of kills. Barricade having some trouble getting the kind of kills he needs. Oh, Zevo's up. Now that their Titan, now that Members Only doesn't really have a good Titan to get him with. And this is 8-5. This is looking, again, seeing how, you know, nextLevel has kept this such a slow match. They've kept it where they want it. A three mark gap really looks not insurmountable, but much harsher than it did last match. You know, if you had said to me, oh, nextLevel only had to get 3 more mark kills last match, I would have been like, oh, they can totally do that. But now I'm wondering whether Members Only can do that, just because this match is so slowed down, so patient, and everybody's having to we see Barricade make that car switch again. You know, you don't love 101 on Exoplanet. It's too small of a map. This map, it's the smallest map in the game by most estimates. It has some of the largest fields out in the edge, but in terms of like most of the play area, it's a very small map. It's easy to get from spawn to spawn. It takes about 5 seconds. You really don't have to know spawns to play it well in pubs. This map is very interesting because it can really hurt these long-range teams. Like we saw in the Colony match, Members Only was really focused on getting those head glitches kind of holding up and then sending out feeler aggros whenever they could. But, you know, right now they're really struggling. Though Barricade has picked up a nice, tidy few kills with that car. Car is going much better for Barricade, and he's starting to kind of pull his weight a little bit better. We saw it in the last match, but we haven't seen it yet. But we're kind of seeing it. Oh, and he takes out Zevo. Barricade, absolutely fantastic life from Barricade with that car. Yo, SSGA, or SSG Amjad, thank you so much for the follow. And Walkstar TV, thank you both so much for the follows. It means the world. Sports meets sports dream. So we're seeing Bennyfly try to play some anti-Titan. You know, the charge rifle hasn't been super successful, and I do think the MGL has a really good potential at just being good at getting them out of their Titans right now. We have 1 minute and 30 left on the clock. This is looking like it's going to be really, really hard for members only to come back from. You know, Wampy is in his Titan right now. They have to get him out. He's using an MGL. MGL is safe, but it's slow. Wampy gets Benny. Like, even if he gets Wampy here, we have to look at so many more kills that have to come off of members only to secure this second match. I have to say, chat, I think this will go to a third round. Ran0G, thank you so much for the follow. It supports me at Sports Stream, means the world. Thank you so much. Also, chat, stick around. We will be stopping stream, but in an hour after, you know, the grand finals are done for this, we will start an identical tournament for more money on PS4. So if you're on PS4, if you like PS4, stick around for that. It's going to be cool. It's going to be just like this. An absolute content bonanza. It's 5-9. I've got to call this here. Members only has lost this match. Now, they have the third round. So now they can do a couple of things. They can try to move back to Colony. They can see if they can reignite that old flame. If they can see if they can still wreck shop on Colony. Or they can try to find the perfect counter pick to whatever nextLevel's doing. Now, nextLevel's a short-range map. Let me double-check the map list just to make sure of, like, what they can do. The map list bans Rise, Crash Site, and Relic. Okay, so that leaves quite a few. They can consider Complex and just try to hone in on a little bit longer because they've got kind of that hallway control. They can play out in the crates in the backsides of Complex for a little bit longer range if they need it. And then they can drop, you know, a Legion and really just control mid very well. Stick around in mid, and they've got their Legion to just absolutely wreck shop because Complex, I believe, is a legal map. SMH, no Rise. I would have actually said Rise. Rise would be a very good pick for members only here. This is the last match. The winner of this walks with the money. Thank you, everybody, for watching this, for watching the spectacle, and for joining us on this fantastic journey. And again, we will be back in about an hour with a similarly awesome journey. Also, CRC MCISED. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Thank you for the follow. It supports me. It Sports Stream. It means the world. Thank you so much. So, members only. They want to get back to those head glitches. They want to get back to having, you know, a tight-knit team. They want to get back to that long-range supremacy. So for nextLevel, who had a hard time fighting that strategy, what is nextLevel's play here? Well, what I would really say is they need to do whatever they can. Again, we could look at grapple here just to try to minimize some of that range against what is inherently a long-range team. Zevo again going for tower, but we don't see Barricade going to water tower, and Zevo gets to pick up an easy kill off on Benny. Zevo, not being contested, gets to have all those really nice tower kills that you're really looking for with tower control. Benny, in that better head glitch, gets to take Zevo out, though. The cool thing about those two head glitches is that since Benny's was actually higher up, even though Zevo was head glitching, he got to see more of Zevo, just because of how the perspective worked. Zevo gets Benny very low. We're going to move over to Wampy. Wolf and Zevo both bite the dust here. It's 1-1. This is looking better than the first Colony match. You know, I think certainly Wampy, Wolf, and Zevo have certainly got their aim in order. Barricade have not gotten a kill yet. It's early in the game, but still, this isn't looking amazing for Barricade. And really, they're relying on Benny a lot to really do anything. Though Benny now has a Titan, which means they can rely on him even harder. But both Zevo and Wampi are doing a really good job of just kind of slaying out and keeping them at bay. Zevo kind of taking that longer house. I think they realized that the house to the right of where Zevo is, if you look to the right, that house on the far right corner of the map hasn't worked well for them. And this position gives them more visibility, gives them actually a better time defending. Their Titan gets to roam a little bit more free. They're not as restricted. This is a very good house. I think they used it to okay effect at the end of the first match. Oh, but we actually see the first bits of grapple. They want to get a good slingshot, get over to where Zevo is. Because really, stimming across, that's a nomad land, and you're going to lose so much health just stimming across that area. You really either want to be able to pick at Zevo long range, or you really want to get there in less than a couple of seconds. And stim just isn't going to do that for you. So Zevo is in a very, very nice position right now. And they're very protected while they try to get Benny out of... Zevo picking up a kill on Vlothy. Zevo trying to get, I believe it's Barricade, while Wampi tries to kill Benny. What's cool is there's less at stake for Wampi than there is at Benny. If Benny dies, that's a point, but, you know, also this entire team has their Titans at this point, while Barricade still doesn't have his and probably won't for a while. You know, we're really seeing that, like, if it comes down to just Titan versus Titan versus Titan, I think, like, certainly nextLevel has the capacity to win it, just because Barricade is going to be deprived of his Titan for so much of the match. All right. Let's see. What's going on right now? I guess it's still stalemate. Now, I do have to say, this isn't particularly fun to watch, but I do have to comment, like, this might not be fun to watch. This is exceedingly... Everybody is doing the best they can do. Right. Is Wampi going up? Wampi needs to go up. Wampi goes up and Zevo takes his place. Zevo a little bit safer in his Titan than he is in the building. He gets that quick laser shot even while he's fired starred. He's waiting for a second laser shot. He doesn't manage to hit it on Benny. He wanted a pilot, but that's fine. It's an okay matchup. Legion versus Ion, you know, historically has been one of the easiest matchups in Titanfall. So, you know, Benny's a great Ion player. Zevo's a good Ion player. You know, this is going to be interesting to see whether or not Benny can subvert that matchup and not lose the point. This is probably the slowest we've seen. And again, like we saw in the last match, nextLevel really, really liked the game being slowed down. They performed better with time to think. They performed better with more time in between mark kills. And I think they're doing a splendid job of doing what they did in the last one. Benny's looking pretty hurt right now. And that is a mark kill for nextLevel. 2-1. Again, you know, depending on how fast the match is going is how hard it is to make a comeback. Right now, 1 mark is a hard comeback to make just because of how slow this match is. 3 mark kills in 5 minutes. Now, Zevo's just taking that head glitch, trying to get Benny. Wampi's in his Titan again. Like, this is what I was talking about with nextLevel not having to ever really worry about their marks because they're all in Titans. Barricade isn't on a Titan, so he's kind of in a not safe position here. Also, one thing we haven't seen is rodeoing. Barricade should just get on... Oh, Barricade finally has his Titan, probably from farming other Titans. This could be good for... This could be good for members only, but they really, really have to... they have to get back their momentum. They can't just have a net zero play. But they do get that mark. Next, members only is up a Titan. This is looking good for members only. And again, this is for all the marbles. This is the most serious play of the day. If there were any hidden tricks up anybody's sleeves, now is the time to use them. I'm not advocating for drastically switching your tacticals yet, since nobody's really losing at this point. Again, we're seeing that once again, nextLevel has more kills than members only. Barricade really struggling to find those kills, and getting kind of picked off. Wolf manages to kill, I think it was Vlothy. Yeah, and so they're up a mark. nextLevel's up a mark. Barricade's in his Ion. Wolf is kind of struggling moving right now. But you see, this is the thing. They just abandoned Wolf because he's not worth the kill when they can be moving towards Zevo. And Zevo's holding that position far back. He's doing what he needs to be doing, not jeopardizing the mark. It's 4-2, but this time Barricade is the mark. This is going to be harder for them because, you know, at the end of the day, Barricade just has less health on his Titan. You have two good Titan players, one's at half, you know. It's not an amazing matchup. Ion versus Tone is always tough for the Tone. Wumpy's playing it well. He really just needs to kill Barricade, though. It doesn't matter. If he has any health left, even if he's doomed, if he has any health left after Barricade's down, it's a winning fight for them. It might not be as winning as they want, but it is winning nonetheless. Oh, we get that nice little rocket salvo, but it doesn't really hit for the most part. One thing I also want to comment about is, like, these teams are so souped up, they're so ready to go, they're so in their zone that we can't even talk about overarching strategy. We have to talk about the minutiae. Normally, you just talk about, like, what people are doing, what they should be doing. Now we're talking about individual plays that are being made because everybody's so on top of their game. The strategy is so tight right now that we get kind of the joy of just kind of breaking down gameplay piece by piece. And that is a really fun thing to do in commentary. So, Benny takes out Zevo. Wumpy doomed. He's not in an amazing place. He has his particle wall. Particle wall, probably the best defensive ability in terms of just staying alive. But, you know, if they focus him correctly, they can get him out of that Titan. And then it's about getting that goose before he comes back down. Wumpy going pretty far outfield here. He's just, you know, Barricade. I don't believe Barricade is the one in the Titan. Vlothy is the one in the Titan. So really, what they just want to see is they just want... Wumpy just wants Zevo or Wolf, who are both doing a good job of slaying, to get Barricade. But sadly, that did not happen. We see Wolf in this Titan. He is... excuse me. It's an auto Titan, whatever. Alright, good. Honestly, I would say that, you know, that was against the rules that they forgot to eject their Titan. But they actually just got to farm more Titan off of that auto Titan. So I'm not gonna talk about it. It's 5-3, by the way. 5 minutes on the clock. These slowdown matches are working so well for nextLevel. They're in their element. Members only is really, you know, in the first match, they were just the kings of this tournament. But right now, they're really having to play catch up. It's 5-4, though. They can do it if they can just hold on to this momentum that they just grabbed. Sorry about that, chat. We see Benny in a Legion. He's got Smart Core. It's very dangerous to go near him right now. He's protecting his teammates. He's got okay line of sight. Like, he's doing everything a Legion needs to be doing. But he's pretty low already, which is really the big worry. Is just that he'll probably have to go up pretty soon here. And after that, you know... Oh, it's 5-5. Members only. They could pull this... They could come back from this. Wolf trying to get this kill on Barricade. He succeeds, I think, with the help of Zevo. It's Titan versus Titan. What you're really hoping for, if you're either one of the teams, is that you're the mark and you're the one who dropped Titan. Why do they keep double dropping? They're not allowed... Okay. That must have just been a screw-up then. Is Vlothy the one in the Titan? That's what I really want to know. I can't quite see it from here. How dare they not give me a content-filled perspective? It's all good. Let's go to Zevo's perspective. Vlothy is in the tone, which is kind of why this is like, if it hadn't been Zev. Oh, Wolf is the mark. Oh no, this is actually very bad. Just like they got really bad luck with their mark, and thus it's in the favor of members only. You know, if it had been Wolf in the Titan and Vlothy, it would have been one thing. If it had been, you know, Wolf in the Titan and somebody non-Vlothy in the Titan, just so that they didn't have to focus the Titan, it would have been one thing. But that was honestly like one of the worst like configurations in terms of just who has Titan versus who's the mark that nextLevel could have really gotten there. Wampy trying to take... This is 7-5. 2 minutes on the clock. Members only trying to tie this up, trying to make this unwinnable for nextLevel. So let's see. Barricade is in his Titan right now. Honestly, Wampy needs to, at this point, I think, play a little bit more aggressively. They have to secure those kills, and without, like, Barricade's going to take a solid 30 to 40 seconds to kill at least. So they really need to be thinking about, like, how can we try to get 2 kills as fast as possible? Because at this point, they can't be thinking about playing it safe because they're behind and they're down on time. Barricade being pretty sneaky. I think Barricade realizes that stalling for time here is a very good strategy, especially when they're up this many points, when the match is this slow, when he's got a full health Titan. We're also seeing much better killing coming off of members only this time. You know, last game they kind of suffered in the kill department. This time Benny and Vlothy are picking up for Barricade. Barricade struggling a little bit, did well in the first game, having a little bit of a struggle now, but it's fine because he's in that Titan. He's good at Titans. He's keeping himself alive. That's really all that he has to do. It's 5-8. You can't get a mark kill every 15 seconds, and I do sadly think that, you know... Oh, actually, you can. They double dropped again. Guys. Okay. I just keep seeing it on the scoreboard. But it's fine. They're not actually violating the rules. It is 8-5, though, with 24, 23, 22. We're counting it down right now, chat. For the finals of this tournament, this is members only tournament. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the tournament, everybody. Now, congratulations to every single team that has participated. Thank you to everyone who has watched. Thank you to everybody who's followed. Big congrats to members only for winning the tournament. You guys did amazing. And also congratulations to nextLevel for getting to the finals.